Well, we're taking a quick look. I managed to get into town from one business trip and I have to go out again really quickly, but stop by the shop to check in with Dennis Linden, and all the parts of the kit have come in for the disc brake conversion. These are the cast pieces, and I'm not even certain who the manufacturer is, but Rover's North was able to supply them. Rome, US now makes me wonder if I just accidentally figured that out. Yeah, I think they're on the West Coast. They cast these, and I had them drop ship them right to Golden, to Dennis's shop. Really nice pieces. Dennis has gotten the rear axles kind of refitted with the new disc conversion set. It was $2,900 out of Rover's North, and then of course the material that, or the parts that are, the labor that Dennis is putting into it is going to make it an involved project. He's also kind of rerouting some of the pipe that was a little bit squirrely. I think he's going to, kind of clean up and taper some things a little better on the other side too. But that's really going to give a lot better stopping power when all is said and done. Let's see here. And there's part of that kit going into play. The only reason the front's not done is that as he was getting ready to pull the front back together, he didn't like some of the damage that there may have been on the swivel pins that would sit down in here and make everything, swivel and pivot. So those are en route. We expect those actually today, and then he'll be able to pull everything back together for us. Once again, this is going to put disc brake conversion on the front as well for both axles. We decided to just do it all at once, and really get us back to a on the road kind of tweaking, fine tuning everything status. We pulled the power steering pump because this is actually the original accessory bracket that we had on the 302 engine. So we pulled the accessory bracket off, and then this is obviously the bracket that came with the P38 pump, and I had just temporarily put these spacers in to get us the rough placement to be as we were testing everything. We actually were able to get it aligned really perfectly to where now he knows he's got it in the right spot, likes the positioning of how it works with the belt, and he's going to basically put some welded pieces in here, and then even I believe stiffen so that instead of just having two bolts that are holding the pump to this original bracket, he'll figure out another way to stiffen up something in there. So keeping it real simple, but that's also a project that he's going to take where we just got it functional, and since it's in here with him, I'm figuring let's let him make that all said and done. Really, obviously this is a look that we've had for quite a while. Couple things that I know are going to be coming in the future. I did order a Snorkel, and it has arrived, but of course the Snorkel doesn't resolve the filter issue. You still have to have the filter under the hood. So I may come up with some way to, I don't know, fabricate a pipe that comes over to this side and then put the filter on that side where I've got more room. Just as an option there, just keep it all under the hood. I think that's most likely what we're going to end up doing with just kind of a cone-shaped or cylinder-type filter on the end of it. Right now, it has to be tucked. The elbow here has to be tucked in that direction, just so my mass airflow wires are connected, so that the engine EFI computer isn't annoyed. And of course, the biggest thing that we'll do once everything's buttoned up is really clean up all this wiring that we're seeing. It's run in most places, in its final positioning, and where we've kind of cleaned it up in some areas. But back in here where we still needed to keep some things loose and we're coming in and out of the bundles quite a bit, we'll tidy that up. That's my biggest pet peeve right now, is just kind of how that's been looking. But there we are with a quick little visit. One of the things I wanted to point out, I mentioned in one of the previous videos how I attached the column, the steering column. This is of course the P38 articulating part of the shaft that comes up and connects to the end of the actual shaft that comes down from the steering wheel. And the way that we did this, we set it up to where we could use the original bearings that were already in that P38 bracket, and then up here we have welded the two columns together so that I could keep the upper column and upper steering wheel original inside. This piece here was actually the piece that used to sit sideways, if you see those 3 screws, or those 3 bolt holes there at the corner, those in combination with how it would mount to the bulkhead stay, or the upright that comes off the frame, that piece used to sit right here, just like this. Had the circle in it, and the original steering box ran to that and then came through. So we actually took that bracket, which was going to be trash, ended up cutting it in half so that it became a cradle, and got it to where we just mounted it in there like so. I don't know if that's visible or not, but anyway, that's what that project ended up doing. We had hoped to have everything kind of wrapped up today. The reality of these things when they're in a shop that's as busy as this shop is with conversions and other little projects is that he's got a lot of things going on. He's doing a really swell job. Highly recommending you know, his attitude, personality, and creativeness on solving problems so far. And we're just being patient with it. But I'm hoping we might have everything wrapped up, you know, the right way by the tail end of the coming week. So it'll be the 22nd, I guess, of March is what we're maybe shooting for right now.